Electricity in my apartment. So I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my home, so my permission, steals my vehicle, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money. You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Go. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop INTAIAFAY. I've posted my bank account numbers on YouTube and Facebook.com/AR Blue Sky. I just shopped at HEB. Have some food in my bag that I plan to eat here. The library will open at 12 until 8. And then if I ever receive money, I'll keep checking my PayPal accounts throughout the day and my bank account throughout the day online. If I ever receive any money, then I'll head over to a bus stop and try to get a free ride to my apartment. What else? You can decapitate me. How many slaughters on sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receive money. They steal my homes, they steal my vehicles. Do these videos work for that? I've been told when I was much younger that I need to give the FBI time frame of when I want the people that steal from me, that get in the way of me receiving money, to die. If I'm under extenuating circumstances like I am at the moment, then I'll be living for 5 to 10 years for the people that steal from me to get the death penalty is what I am being patient and suggesting to the FBI. They may be saying we don't ever think about them. They're just like you can kill them in self-defense. You're like, I'd rather be at the library. Everyone wants me out. What else? They are getting my hands dirty and touching those people so gross because they want attention. They want attention. That's what they want. Ew. They want to compare lives. They're so gross. Ew. It's like when I die, I'm not going to remember anything that I did on the planet anyway. Ew. In the meantime, I went to bed yesterday thinking how lovely it is that I'm like the Virgencita that people pray to for world peace. So cute. My cousins explained that to me while I was growing up. I have cousins that are much older than me. And they're like, with this coronavirus, you're like the Virgencita of the people pray to, like, she can do it, she can achieve world peace. So some people, whether they're established or not, they're like, oh, she can achieve it. What else? It's just praise. So I don't go on to seek it. And they all have someone on a much smaller level, on a bigger level than me, possibly, if they truly have deeper connections with people than what I've achieved. A lot of my influence is about heritage too, I've heard decades ago. What else? And for the most part, the planet is a safe place. It's just stupidity that I grew up around for the most part that makes it unsafe for a lot of us. They're deplorable. They want to see people running around, ransacking the supermarkets while being like, I have food. I can have sex today. And those people spend the entire time at the supermarket just trying to have food and have sex. They're dumb. They think that sex is penetration. What else? What else? Anyways, the library starts at 12. Opens at 12. What else? I have one of those tuna lunch kits in my backpack. A yogurt. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Guess who's staying in my home without my permission today? Possibly. According to Andrew Suarez, our basura, Alicia, Anthony Capisano, that's cool. Ellos meten prostitutas ilegales ahí, sometimes they profile people that they think I'll run into. Yeah, so they've been raping for more than 30 years. Ew, they stole my money so I can date for them to be the hot guy on Tinder. They only wanted to go at a restaurant. All my days are gonna be goldy. That's why I keep earning. So I can keep her money. What? Will it rain today? I want tacos. So good. I miss it. I don't have a book that I need to return to my apartment that I want to read. But I don't have energy to read. I don't have money. I can't concentrate. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm the relative of that. Sadly, that victim. So because I witnessed that type of abuse decades ago, I've managed to not talk to anyone in my family of origin for more than 4 years. But the important ones keep tabs with me through interactions that I make with people that genuinely care about. So they say, I saw her at HEB today. She seems healthy and happy, was smiling like the whole time. And not because she has food stamps. Or to social media, and they're like, did anyone watch her today? Because there are a few key people in my family of origin that hold money for me, hoping that I get the death penalty assigned to the people that steal from me, for trying to put me in a wheelchair, trying to rape me and see me raped and bathed by people that I don't want bathing me, and trying to put me into my parents' home so that they can be the only available thing in the house. Tan asco. Ew, so gross. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet, meet people, ideally from Emerson. I'm excited about that. You can decapitate Sarah Woolsey, a tipo una cuero, trying to traffic me into a secretary job for her pleasure. She's disgusting. She doesn't know what sex is. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. Ew, I didn't realize that they went through me. Right. Towards me. Ew, una puerca, una asquerosidad. Ew. Was that when Andrew decades ago introduced me to her? As someone that sucks his dick and I don't. So he steals my money to take her out. They're deplorable. She stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money. Ew. So gross. So gross that once I realize who she is, I don't talk to her anymore. I'm like, I don't want her in my life. I didn't ask for her in my life. And I must not have her in my life ever. And I still follow her on Instagram through the Imperial and possibly through her personal profile. We're gonna kill her in self-defense. What else? 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 They're deplorable. They're so gross. They talk about me like I care about them. So she's faked a relationship with David Ledesma for how long? Trying to get my vagina pictures, trying to get my lingerie pictures. Ew, they're so gross. Ew, David Ledesma se cree que he's a talent coach. Ew. Dan un asco. My primas laugh at him still. And my primos laugh at him still. And say chantilly chantilly. Who talked to you first about chantilly? Like you, my parents, my siblings. Yes, David Ledesma anda por ahí like, I am like the best. I can get girls to show their pussy pictures. He's a terrorist, girl. I can get them to show me their panties. And my cousins would laugh and be like, Arlene, chantilly. Arlene literalmente lo que está pensando el culo de ella con Albert, pero get out of that and wait in the back of your head. Arlene, think chantilly. I'm like, oh, never mind. Now I get it, y'all. Trying to get me to stop my diet. Look at my body. And I'm like, wasn't I like on top of Albert's dick when I was like, what, 1 or 2 years old? Sorry, man. They're like, wow, she's death penalty. Ready to seek it for David Ledesma. Porque that's why they bring it up. Sometimes they're like, who is like David Ledesma? OMG, sí, yo lo voy a llevar a pasar. A ver si me invitan a la casa de esta gente. And people are like, eso es lo que necesito, terapia. O que la maten ahora mismo. Imagine being at a party and people bringing up situations like that and saying, yep, a esta todavía hay que matarla. Pero back to the fun, people. Back to the fun. We were just gauging. Not like they gauge. They don't understand intelligence. They're so gross. Dan ganas de matarlo y matarla inmediatamente. They're so deplorable. They keep observing one and they're like, pero ¿por qué ella? Si yo pensé que ella saliera del balcón con el pie izquierdo, salió con los dos pies y brincando. Ew, dan un asco. They're deplorable. You can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate Sarah. We'll see. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money. So it's totally unnecessary for Richie to rape me and put it in my ass. Just to be like, not just a David Ledesma thing. What else? Ouch, Jorge Aviles, that hurt. That hurt. Pero que that routine. If he's trying it with you, which I won't ever go on to find out it's totally unexpected. I'm like, he just picked me up, turned me around. I guess the bed, so it was totally unexpected. I'm like, what is this? So I'm like, if this is rape, I'm not giving you my house. Out of there right now. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. What else? What else? That routine, if it isn't rape, works so well. Oh, works so well. It's so hot. He even took my earrings without me realizing that he took them off. Was he seeking for evidence to call the cops and say, I accidentally you're what else? So she was here, which doesn't necessarily prove anything, but he may have had cameras in that. What else? What else? I'm bored. Anyways, I want a vehicle ASAP, and I have a book that I need to return unless I receive money today, and then I'm free. In the possibly the 3 days, they don't have to return it or the number. I was getting it, so I want money ASAP today. How much longer is it gonna take for people to stop stealing from me and staying in my homes without my permission and getting in the way of me receiving money? It's been like more than 20 years long. They're deplorable. So I'm here at the library. Instead of caring for myself and Jenny Kalani, I could be in Cabo right now with Jenny Kalani, tanning, drinking virgin piña coladas, writing a book, reading one, getting on a horse later with Jenny Kalani as part of an activity at a resort. I love paying for those. Like, thank you. Well, my homes are stolen. I'm here, Hyatt. But I would have visited you anyways, just for the ambience and the different people that I would see. What else? What else? Oh, I missed you, Mario. What else? I'm bored. I am bored. Anyways, sadly, mostly everyone that I grew up around knows that I'm that virgencita that people say she can achieve world peace. So they abuse me so that I don't achieve world peace. So I look bad as an infant. I honestly don't tell you how disgusting. They're worse than I could admit. Those people that steal from me, so I look bad as an influencer. So I look bad as a mom. Y eso existe todavía. In 2025, by the way, thank you, San Antonio, Texas, for allowing me to say my screen sometimes at some sidewalks. Well, I laugh at the people that steal from me and stay in my homes without my permission and get in the way of me receiving money. Ew, at the disgusting people that compare lives. What else? I want to shop at H&M today. What else? I want to shop at H&M today. I want to eat pizza. Who's gifting me money? And I want coffee. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons. That rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, they steal my vehicles, they steal my homes. Dan un asco, they're bigots, they're trying to kill me because I didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up. And because they don't understand intelligence. They're like, does she even know how to wipe her ass down? ¿Cuántas toallas sanitarias se pone? No, porque that's my relative, dude. And if she's stinking at the library, I don't want people thinking that it's because of me, so I steal from her. So I can get to see her life. Oh, she's starving. Dude, I don't care if she's starving. I ate today. Anyways, I just want to know that she's not like stinking at places. Does she even brush her teeth, dude? Because she didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up. Does she even brush her teeth? I'm gonna knock her teeth out so she doesn't look bad out there. If her breath stinks. He wants to be the prettiest in the planet. So he steals from me so I lose my teeth. Es un asco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Es el tipo más puerco que hay en este planeta. Times like 3 or 4. They're deplorable. So gross. Ew. In the meantime, the library will be open in 25 minutes. What else? My apartment is a mess. I picked up all the empty bags of food that I had in my bedroom and took it out. At least in a plastic bag to the kitchen. That's progress. This morning. What else? I want tacos today or pizza. Let's get saving money today. There's no correlation with sidewalks, esquinas, and illegal prostitution. It's just a sign. That Anthony Capisano guy is so deplorable, so gross. That he thinks that I'm gonna. Is he alive or he's dead already? Is he dead already? Should I jump up and down to celebrate? I wouldn't, because isn't that like someone's son? What else? Pero decades ago, I was said to that by the time that I would remember him, he could already be dead because he stalks me. He's so gross. What else? Oh, or he would be shown this video to be like, see, she doesn't even like you. She's like, se puede morir ahora mismo and I don't want him in my life. Okay, that's the reason why those Facebook posts show like they're from like a year ago, from what I can see. But he may be posting today, I just can't see it. He might have my profile. What else? Thank you, Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, for the pictures of your nephews so I can report them to the FBI. So I can do a PSA of those are rapists, murderers, and thieves beware. Though that's not how I'd like to live my life. I want to be at the Hyatt right now, watching TV and reading a book. Ideally dateable and ordering room service and resting those white sheets. I miss my white sheets. I love you, Edgar Muñoz Carrero. Those babies were made under white sheets. What else? The kind of lifestyle that I would visit a hotel like, okay, whatever, Mario, I loved you. It was a great stay. I say to myself, do Jada and Kehlani say that? Do they read my body language? I don't know. I like, that was a great stay, great food, great everything. My bed is just as comfortable. I love me. Your mattresses, dude. Upgrade since you were a newborn. I didn't get the cheapest. Something he needs to do so much that it can sink in and suffocate. What else? So Jaden's and Kehlani's mattresses have always matched the quality of mine while living with me. Always. What else? Thank you, Arlene Lorenzo. And Lorenzo is dead for that hard mattress. It was fun to sleep on. I've slept on the floor during thunders. So it wonders to adopt. What else? What else? Those were fun. There's no pillow top on those. Sometimes. Or it doesn't feel like it. That could be it. It's like comfortable, but there's no visible pillow top on it. So one sees it brand new and thinks I'm just gotta be. But then again, I've slept on the floor during a thunderstorm, especially nowadays that my bed is made of wood. What else? What else? What else? No, I'm not heading back to Haven for Hope because I don't have money for a bus pass. I'd rather convenience. I have an apartment as of now that the city will pay for until next year. I don't have money to pay for the fees, water and sewer, or electricity. Pero I don't want to be in a homeless shelter where I can't have visitors or I'm sleeping with ugly people. Oh, ese tipo es un puerco to traffic me into poverty so that I would stay in a homeless shelter surrounded by ugly people. Ew, ugly people that he introduced to me decades ago. I'm like, ew, I don't want to have sex with them. So now he's like, ha ha ha, she was in a bunk bed and everyone around her was one of those people she rejected. And they volunteer for that shit? Ew, they're just as deplorable as him. They're disgusting because they know that he'll take them out at any time. Anyways. What else? Is this thing not?